team. I'm the vampire wife. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. Missed you. So this week I'm just gonna be chatting. I'm gonna be doing like a weekly update type thing because this week was my birthday. On January 13th, I turned 25, which was really exciting. Every year that my birthday comes around now, it's like a very, I don't know, I get excited for it. I know you're supposed to be like scared of aging or whatever, but like, I feel like it's because every year that I get older, I feel more and more like me, if that makes sense. And by more and more like me, I mean more and more like who I was when I was a kid. Like I'm pursuing all of the things that I was interested in when I was 8, what seems to be just the answer to everything. Like, oh, whoever you were, or like whatever your interests were as a kid, are still super interesting as an adult. I don't know. Um, and then I've also been pursuing my New Year's goals. So I got some money for my birthday. I'm just kidding. But I did, and I chose to spend it on. I bought 3 dresses from Lace Made. I'll let you know when they come. These are the 3 that I got. I'll do a try on haul with you and see if they fit and how they look and stuff. But I'm really excited because I've always wanted to have like nice dresses that I can wear and stuff. So pretty pumped about that. Hopefully they come soon because I want to wear them real bad. But the other thing that I bought is I got a keyboard. Here, so that I can start getting back into piano again. I was gonna try to get one off Facebook Marketplace because a lot of people will be like, "Oh, it's free as long as you haul it away and stuff." But we live on the second story of an apartment building, and my husband already works a crazy amount of hours, and I didn't want to be like, "Hey, will you please also on your day off come with me to a random stranger's house and haul a piano out by yourself and then push it upstairs to our apartment?" Because he would probably say yes because he's a wonderful man, and I would feel really bad about it. So we got a keyboard. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna start trying to learn how to play that again because I played a little bit when I was like 17. I was teaching myself how to do it, but then, life catches up with you fast. I turned 18, I entered the workforce, and then I had no free time. Also, I moved out, and then I didn't have anywhere to plug it in because I tried to plug it in at the house we used to live in California, and it would just, the plug would get so hot so fast because the electric in that house was crazy. Absolutely bonkers the way it was wired up. So I never used it in that house, so I ended up getting rid of it, but I miss it. So now I'm getting back into it, really excited about that. I also have started doing the Italian lessons on my phone, but I'm not paying for the premium version of the app anymore, and I don't want to because it's expensive. So if you have a good language learning app, comment it below. I'm using Busuu right now, but it seems like Busuu is only really good if you pay for it, which, I mean, good, that's awesome, but I don't want to pay, $72 for the year. That's crazy. It's not crazy, but like I'm broke. Let me learn whatever. So if you have a good YouTube channel for that, I'm trying to learn Italian, either a YouTube channel or an app, whatever you use that helps you. That would be wonderful. But as of right now, I'm just using Busuu, but it only lets you go through flashcards twice a day. And I love a flashcard, but I don't want to make 14 billion of them. So whatever, let me know. I've been doing that. What else have I been up to? I got new cooking pots and pans. That was exciting because I've had the same set since we got married like 6.5 years ago now. And so they were like non-stick because it was before I knew about like you're supposed to use only cast iron and stainless steel pots and pans so that it's non-toxic and stuff like that. I didn't know about that because we got married at 18. Also, I had never cooked before in my life. So I was like, whatever, I'll get these pots and pans. So they're falling apart now. So I got a new set of pots and pans. Very exciting. So excited to use those. Also, I did my nails. Check it out. I tried to do like a Victorian type thing. This is like a big fat pearl, and this is like a huge chunk of gold because I'm rich in life and I'm rich in love. But yeah, so I got this going on. We got little roses back there. Can it focus? Jesus Christ. And I got eyeball because you gotta have eyeball, obviously. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I got going on there. I also did my dogs. They look good, but I'm scared if I flash them, you guys are gonna be freaks. So you don't get to see. But they're cute. Know that. Um, yeah, so I did my nails, very exciting. And then I don't know. It was my first birthday living over here in Michigan, and so I don't really know anybody. But I had a girl message me saying like, "Oh, hey, do you want to hang out today?" Just coincidentally, or like hang out on Tuesday because we were like making plans beforehand. And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be fun." Because in my head I was like, "Well, it's better than staying home alone." Because my husband had to go to work. I know we were gonna do things when he got home, but I didn't know. And so I call my best friend every Monday, and so I was talking to her and stuff, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this girl wants to hang out tomorrow," but like I didn't tell her it's my birthday because that's weird. That feels like someone asking you on a date and they're like, "Oh, do you want to go on a date on Friday?" And like coincidentally it's Valentine's Day. It's like probably don't bring it up. That's too much pressure for a first date. It felt like too much pressure for a first hangout. If I was like, "Oh, and it's my birthday, by the way. So excited to see you." Which she's lovely. We ended up hanging out the day afterwards anyway. Love, love, love her. Had a great time. A million out of 10. But my best friend has my location, so she was tracking me because she always does. And it was the first birthday we didn't get to spend it together in person, where I've said it before. We usually watch Bridgerton and get blackout drunk together. The best in the world. Um, So she was watching my location, and then I hadn't left the apartment yet, and she texted me and she's like, "Hey, I'm free all day if you want to chat. I don't know if you ended up hanging out with that other girl, but if she canceled or something, just know like I'm free to hang out," which is like, I don't know. I feel I feel so blessed and loved by my friends and by my husband because they're just so thoughtful, and I can't imagine, I don't know, living life without them. I feel like if I died at 25, I would have lived a full life because I was loved by them. You know? But yeah, so she like literally watched my location to make sure I wouldn't be alone on my birthday. And then I talked to her off and on the phone as I like, my mother-in-law called me. Love her. Wonderful woman. I'm so sorry to everyone that has a bad mother-in-law. I love mine. She's so sweet. So I talked to her, and then I would call my best friend back, and then like my weird uncle called. That's always fun. And then I talked to him, hung up with him, talked to my best friend again, just off and on until my husband finally came home. And then we went out and bought the keyboard because I had said I wanted to do that. And then we got stuff to do crafting, which we didn't get to do the craft that night because I don't know, we had a lot of things that night that I had wanted to do. So like we got the piano and craft stuff, and then we went to Walmart, or no, we were at Walmart for that stuff. Then we left and went to a place called Myers or Meyer here. That was a weird thing when I moved here because Meyer is like a better Walmart. It's fantastic. I love them. There's a few things like their craft section low key sucks, which is why we bought crafts at Walmart. But everything else, they're kind of killing it, dude. Which also I'm gonna circle back to Meyer because they were having like a 70% off deal on so many things this last week. We went and got a crazy amount of stuff for 2026 for $100. I'll run through it. But yeah, so we ran over there, got a cake, ran home, dropped it off with the dogs, and then we went out to a little Mexican restaurant in Kalamazoo that I love, love, love. They're called Buen Provecho. They're fantastic. 1,000,000 out of 10. If you want to go there, like if you're looking for a soft taco, it's the best one I've had since leaving California. I did not realize that California is like on steroids for food. Like California has the best food because there's so many different types of people there, and there's so many restaurants, and it's like, oh, I miss California food so bad, so bad. But Buen Provecho is really good for Michigan. So we went there. I absolutely destroyed 5 soft tacos. I'll show you before and after. That's before. That's after. Crushed it. That was delicious. And then we came home, and then I wanted to take pictures because I never really like. We always do our birthdays with the family, like with my mother and father-in-law and all of my husband's siblings and stuff, which is really nice and loving. And like I do miss them so much, and like getting to like sing together and have cake and ice cream and stuff. Miss them a lot. Miss them so bad. But it was really nice. I got to talk to them on my birthday, so it was fine. But I'm always too embarrassed to be like, I want to pose for like pictures, you know, like not like, oh, family together photos. Like I want to be like, ooh, hot, sexy with my cake. But it was just my husband and I. So I posed for photos, and I look sick as hell, in my opinion. These are the photos, how they turned out. I think I look cool. I really enjoyed it, had a great time. And then we had cake, and then I wanted to watch Pitch Perfect, which we only made it through like the first hour before we got really tired and went to bed. But I had a great time. I had a really good birthday, honestly. I really, really enjoyed it. But circling back to Myers, um, yeah, they had a 70% off deal, or like deals throughout the whole store. So my husband was like, oh, heck yeah, we're gonna shop it up right now. Because my husband got a great deal on Black Friday on Milwaukee drills. He got like 2 drills, 2 huge batteries, and then a bag for $150. And he's been chasing that high ever since. He's wanted to do couponing. He's looking up every deal possible. And you know what? He's finding some good stuff. But this is probably as close as we've gotten to that since. Because we ended up getting, I was like, okay, I need dress shoes. And the shoes were like the main thing that was on sale. And so he ended up getting a pair of New Balances. And then I got a pair of dress shoes that was marked down to $4. $4. I'll include a photo right here. I probably wouldn't have bought them originally, but again, $4. Yeah, I'm gonna get those. Because when we moved, I only brought like a couple pairs of sneakers, and that was it. So every time I wear a dress, I've been having to wear it with like Vans, and I don't. I know that is a look, but it's not the look I'm going for, you know. So that's fine. So I got those dress shoes, and then I was like, okay, you know, I want to go wander around the rest of the store. But my husband was still hunting in the shoes, and so he calls me over on the phone. He's like, here, come check these out. And I walk over there, and he has a box. He's like, okay, hear me out. So they're kind of ugly, but like just try to see the vision, you know. And he opens them up, and it's a pair of brown Skechers with like the little Velcro thing over it, and it's like the dress flat, but also it has cushions so that they're walkable and stuff. And then yeah, it has the Velcro strap over it. And I opened it, and I made a face, and he's like, it's okay, I know that like they're a weird style. I didn't know for sure if you're gonna like it. And I was like, no, I love them. They're literally the shoes. Okay, so this is why I know my husband knows my soul and my spirit. Because like I was a really picky kid, and I was real weird and stuff like that, to the point where like in 5th grade, my mom was like, you're being too weird. We're gonna pull you out of school and you're gonna just spend time with me until we sort this out. Because I was like so anxious and weird all the time. But when I was a kid, I had those exact shoes in like 4 different colors, and it was the only shoes I would wear. I refused to wear any shoe with a lace unless it was like a sports shoe, like a cleat or something that I had to wear. And so he opened the box, and it was like the brown that I buy all of my clothes in now. Because oh my god, I used to ruin every outing before we would even start it because I'd be like, I can't find anything to wear, I can't do this, I can't do that. So then I like set a rule for myself where it's like, okay, I can only buy black clothes or brown clothes because those are colors that like no matter what time of year it is, it matches with my skin tone. Because like, oh my god, there was a phase there where I was like, I want to be like girly pop, like a Pilates princess. Pastel colors look awful on me. They look awful on me. And I had to like fully bully myself into stopping buying it because it was ruining all of my days when I would go to get dressed. I would go to get dressed and I'd be like, oh, let me put this on. And then it just would look so bad and I'd be so upset because I'm like, why can't I look like those girls? So now I only buy black or brown or occasionally dark green or dark red because those colors don't look bad on me. And so they were in the brown that I've been buying everything in. And then I saw them and I was like, oh my god, those are literally like, those are the only shoes I wore as a kid. Of course I love them. Like, I'm obsessed with them. I'll show you a photo here. I think that they're so cute and they're so comfortable and I'm obsessed with them. But I've never told him about those shoes ever. Never once told him that I was like that as a kid. So like I leave him to his own devices and he just finds literally exactly who I am. I've never felt so seen before in my entire life. It's crazy. I love him to death. So between him and my best friend, on God, I just feel so seen. Honestly, love him. So I got those 2 pairs of shoes and then he got a pair of New Balances and I also got a dress and then we got some groceries and then what else did we get? I don't know, we got so much stuff, and then it ended up being literally like $101 flat, which is crazy. Even if we only got the 3 pairs of shoes, New Balances, and then Skechers, and then plus a pair of dress shoes for under $100, crazy, crazy stuff. So that was pretty exciting. The dress I got wasn't like the craziest fancy dress. It's more of like, I like having a cleaning dress because then I could walk around freely and not feel restrained. Like, I don't know, I'm wearing jeans right now, but I don't love wearing jeans when I clean because then if I go on my knee and then it does that weird like if I just mop the floor, then I can feel it on the jean. It just I'm sorry. I'm being weird. But yeah, so I don't like that. So it's like a cleaning dress more. And it has pockets, so that's super sick. But yeah, so got that. Myers, love them. Probably my favorite store since moving to Michigan. Tell me other cool things around here, because I know about Horrocks. We went one single time. Super sick store. Really love Horrocks. But it's a ways away, so, you know. Not gonna go there all the time. Oops, sorry, kicked ya. My bad. But yeah, no, I've just been having a good time. What else have we done? Let me think. Yeah, no, I think that was about it. I think that was pretty much everything I did. But I had a great time. And then also I've been sleeping in every day, and that's been super duper nice. Um, but yeah, no, that was pretty much everything. Had a great time. I had a set of press-on nails that I'm going to be mailing out today, so I'll put them in next week's video. But I'm obsessed with them. They turned out so good. It was a Rick and Morty and Scooby-Doo crossover set. Oh my god, they turned out so sick. I would show them, but they're for my girl's birthday, and I don't want to spoil the surprise if she ends up watching this, you know. But yeah, super duper cute. Been loving that. I've been trying to do the Nails Across America series, which it seems like some people don't super understand what's going on there. So when I'm being like, this is Kentucky's set, this is Texas's set, I'm not making that set to like represent the state. The state is represented by whoever orders from that state first. So like if you're the first person to order from Louisiana and I mail them to Louisiana to you, that's how it becomes like Louisiana's set. You know what I mean? Because some people are like, I would love to see your take on Missouri. I would love to see your take on Alabama. I've never been to those places. I don't have a take on that. So that is what I mean by Nails Across America, is like if you order from that state, you represent that state. So trying to do that, trying to get all the states down. I'm still only at 6. So if you're from anywhere in the US, go ahead and hit me up. Let's get you a set for your state. So far, we've only done Kentucky, Virginia, Texas, Idaho, California, and Michigan. Everything else is on the board. So if you want to represent your state, go ahead and hit me up. They're $50 a set. Mostly because it's, okay, so it's $45 a set and then $5 for shipping. So if you order multiple sets, because you can't order multiple sets at the same time, it's like 45 plus 45 plus 45, whatever, like however many you want, and then just plus $5 for shipping. So it's not the $5 for shipping for every single set. You know what I mean? Because I can put them all in the same package. It's fine. But yeah, so Nails Across America, go ahead and get them. Please hit me up. I want to do something crazy. We're getting into the new year. Also, we're getting into Bridgerton season, which is why I did these. I'm really excited for the next season to come out. I think it's on the 26th that's happening. So I'm gonna FaceTime my friend. We're gonna watch it together. Really excited about that. Break it down, see what Benedict's up to. I also got the book so that I could read the book real quick before it comes out and see what's different between the book and the show. So that'll be fun. And then next month, book two to Had the Moon or When the Moon Hatched is coming out, and I loved that book. That was another deal I got at Barnes and Noble. They were having a 50% off every book in the store deal. So I got a book, When the Dark Stood Still. I don't remember what it's called. We put it here. It's one of my favorite books, and I forget what it's called all the time. But it's pretty much like based on Polish folklore, and it's young adult, so it's like it is romance and magical and stuff like that. But the only scene that's like kind of kissy is a fade to black scene, and I really liked it. I got it a few years ago from the library when I was sick, and I was staying home sick from work, and I was reading it out loud to my husband while he played Elden Ring. So that also was like kind of makes it nostalgic for me because it's like it was a shared experience. But I really love that book. So I got that book, and it was originally $20, but because it was 50% off, it was $10, and I had $5 on my Barnes and Noble account, so I got that whole book for $5. A steal, honestly. I know that I don't know. I know people like to collect books. I don't like to buy books unless I've already read it and know I love it. Like I don't want random books in my home library. I buy books that I know I love or that like I read and I want my children in the future to read, you know? I don't like having I don't like knowing what's on my bookshelf. I don't like not knowing what's on my bookshelf. I mean, so yeah, we don't really have any books that I haven't read. I think there's one on there that I bought a couple years ago that I didn't get to because I bought like four books at the same time. It was when I bought When the Moon Hatched. And so I bought When the Moon Hatched, The God of the Woods, and that book, which is like a green book with skeletons on it, which I think is another like mystery thriller thing. And I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I haven't bought a book since then that I haven't already read. So I'll probably read that book sometime soon. But yeah, no Live Laugh Love. Oh, and my husband just got me a new book, The King something. I don't know. He got it for me for Christmas. I haven't opened it up yet. I haven't been reading much recently. I've been watching a lot of shows because I just got into like Korean films, and that's really taken over my mind. I know I was talking about when or Had I Not Seen the Sun, loved it. I watched Train to Busan, which is a zombie movie. I love a zombie movie. Which shockingly, I haven't seen The Walking Dead, so maybe I'll get into that. But I watched the Train to Busan, and then I called my weird uncle, or my weird uncle called me on my birthday, and he's like really into foreign films because he dubs a lot of films. So I told him about that, and then he told me that that's actually the second movie of a three-movie series. So maybe I'll watch the first and third of that. Because it was good. It didn't end the way I wanted it to, but like it's not like it was bad. I enjoyed it. Plus it had a lot of star actors. It had the one guy that's in Shang-Chi from Marvel. I don't know anyone's names. And then it had the other guy that's in Squid Games. He's also from The Trunk. He seems to be a pretty famous Korean actor. But yeah, pretty good cast, pretty good movie, honestly. I want to watch. There's the other one. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like about a huge flood. Because I also love a natural disaster film. I'm not like huge on revenge movies because like my mom loves a revenge movie, loves Die Hard, loves all that. I don't mind them at all, but it doesn't like, ooh, I can't wait to see it. But when it comes to a natural disaster movie, oh my god, I want to watch it. I want to watch it so bad. 2012, yes please. The Day After Tomorrow, put it on my list. I love it. I love that, and then I love tying into the zombie movie thing, like a like Contagion type thing, like a global pandemic type movie. Love it because that stuff freaks me out. That spooks me. I really like that stuff. So probably try to watch that. Right now I'm in the middle of watching that one Netflix one, Leave the World Behind. I'm like an hour into it because I put on stuff on the TV while I'm like cleaning the kitchen and doing dishes and stuff or like making my lunch. So then I watch TV for like an hour while I'm doing it because our kitchen has like a window cut out where you could look out in the living room where our TV is. So I just put something on in the background there. But yeah, so that's what I got going on in terms of media. Oh, and then music wise, I've started listening to corridos. So, live, laugh, loving that. Really, real good stuff. I'm really bad at remembering like people's names or names of stuff. Like, obviously, I don't remember the names of any book that I'm like, I love this book. I'm so obsessed with it. I've read it 6 times. Don't remember the name of it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Only the plot matters to me. But I'm like that with actors and musicians and names of songs, and it makes it really difficult to share anything I like with people because I do not remember for the life of me. Um, but yeah, so I'm probably gonna start reading a couple books this week. I also have a couple sets on order. I'm supposed to be doing a Victorian set and a medieval Joan of Arc set. Really excited about that. That's what I finished watching. We watched Rings of Power the Lord of the Rings show, and that was so exciting. I loved it so bad because it felt like watching the Lord of the Rings for the first time again, because it was like it's all familiar and like you kind of know the story, because like in the Lord of the Rings they talk about how the rings and how the whole war started and everything like that, but you don't know because you don't know exactly how it happened or who everybody is in the show. Loved it. Okay, what would you be if you were in that world? Like, because I like playing this with my husband. Do you think you would be a human, a hobbit, a dwarf, or an elf? I think you would be an elf, and I think for sure I would be a dwarf. I am way too obsessed with rocks and digging and being in the dark. Also, I'm short and I grow a beard, so I think I would be a dwarf. And then I think my husband would be an elf because he's tall and sexy. I'm just kidding. That's not why, but it's kind of why. Um, but yeah. So, what would you be if you were in that world? Um, what else? What else? Diego, my dog, has just learned how to play fetch, but he does it in slow motion, so that's pretty funny. So like you'll throw the thing like, and then like walk up to it, and then bring it back to you, and then just slowly like rub it down your leg, and then drop it on your foot. Because he's a little freak. This is him. He's a cutie patootie. So we've been playing that a lot. But yeah, okay, sorry, I'm just rambling now. But that was my week. That was my birthday. I had a great time. Miss you all. Love you. I don't know. Tell me what your goals are for the year. Nobody told me what their goals were for the year. Everyone's like, oh, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. They don't have to be resolutions. I was listening to Alona Mare and her sisters on their podcast the other day, and they were calling their New Year's resolutions quests. Because it's not about like meeting the actual goal, it's the like journey to get there. I like that. So what are your quests for the year? Let's hear them. What do we got going on? Um, okay. Love you, bye.